admits that he was not ready for that championship bout back in '86. He says he lacked maturity and discipline and was overwhelmed by the scene. And he's made it clear he does not want that to happen here this afternoon. And here is Jackson getting set to enter the ring. Tyrone Jackson began his pro career in June of 1981, opening with a 4th-round knockout. He is ranked number 1 by the IBF, number 2 by the WBA. And this is the belt that Tyrone Jackson is seeking. The chant for Tony Lopez. Some 40 busloads have transported Tony Lopez fans from Sacramento to Lake Tahoe. It's about 100 miles away. And this is a Tony Lopez crowd. His last fight, you got a glimpse of it earlier here on Sports World this past March. Lopez successfully defending by beating Rocky Lockridge in a 12-round decision. His previous bout, successfully defending the title by winning by decision over John Molina, although he was dropped by Molina by a crisp left hook in the 2nd round, and then he recovered to take a controversial decision. Lopez saying he was very tense and anxious in his first title defense. But he won the crown by beating Lockridge and then took the rematch. And here comes Tony Lopez.
We can expect that yell. A gathering intensity of the kind of yell that you get when the hometown favorite took. My wildest was still McGuigan and Ireland, but this is going to be close because these people have come all the way from saying, here he goes. Listen to this.
To the tune of Eye of the Tiger, a dramatic entrance by the IBF Junior Lightweight Champion, Tony Lopez. It's been a long period for Tyrone Jackson to wait out the entrance of Lopez.
I wonder what effect that has on a very young fighter who is in a position for the 2nd time in his life to fight for a title in a real pressure situation. Teddy Atlas has been talking to him, calmly telling him, just take it easy.
Let's check out the tail of the tape. And everything on the even side with Jackson at 5'7", Lopez 5'6". Otherwise, not much to talk about. How about the Fight Doctor RX?
I think in Lopez's case, in order to win, he has to lure Jackson to the ropes and use very effective uppercut. Mix up his attacks to confuse the less experienced Jackson.
And how about Tyrone Jackson?
He's got to avoid a pitfall of the ropes and neutralize Lopez with hard uppercuts of his own. He's got to maintain that distance so he can bring his bigger punching power to bear.
And Jackson is one who likes to muscle his opponents against the ropes. Scoring under the IBF rules. 10-point must system handled by the 3 judges. The referee will not score the bout. No 3 knockdown rule, no standing 8, and the bell saves the fighter only in the final round. The referee is out of Nevada, Carlos Padilla. And one of the reasons that Tyrone Jackson did not want to fight in the state of California is he did not want California judges. Although, again, you have to wonder about the impact of the crowd on Doug Tucker and Patricia Jarman and Rick Bays. Tucker and Jarman from the state of Nevada, Bays from Florida. Now set for the introductions. Here's ring announcer Jim Hall.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Caesar's Chow. Don Shargan Productions presents our main event. 12 rounds of boxing for the IBF Junior Lightweight Championship of the World. The referee for this contest is Carlos Padilla. Introducing first in the red corner. This young man is wearing red trunks with the white trim. He weighs 129 pounds. He's from Brooklyn, New York, with a record of 30 wins, 1 loss, with 25 wins by knockout. He is the #1 ranked challenger. He's Tyrone, the Harlem Butcher Jackson. And now, ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of the blue corner. This young man is wearing the Tiger trunks. He weighs 130 pounds. He fights out in Sacramento, California, with a record of 32 wins, 1 loss, 22 wins by knockout. Here's the IBF Junior Lightweight Champion of the World, Tony the Tiger Lopez.
The only loss on the ledger of Tony Lopez was back in September.
Lopez, Jackson,
87.
Going to fight for 12 rounds. You will already give instructions in the respective dressing room. Are there any questions? Okay, both keys on. Chief seconds will be responsible for any misbehavior of your assistant second. You are the chief seconds. Chief seconds. Okay, seconds, come out fighting.
That one loss by Lopez against Ramon Rico. The referee disqualified Lopez after he had scored a knockout because he hit Rico while Rico was down. And then in a rematch 23 days later, Lopez knocked out Rico in 3. Tony Lopez fights every round, although it is his last. But he does take too many punches. He's been called a West Coast version of Vinny Pazienza.
That's bad news today, because if there's one thing Jackson could do is bang hard.
Jackson has been a slow starter, and as we mentioned earlier, likes to muscle his opponent against the ropes and then throws punches, but often he's so close that he cannot punch effectively, and he does look for the big bomb. As a result, sometimes does not throw enough punches, but Teddy Atlas has been working on him in terms of trying to shorten up the punches and try to work the body a bit more.
He's also been trying to teach him an uppercut, which is such an effective weapon for Lopez off the ropes, as we saw in the Rocky Lockridge fight. I question that. You just can't change a guy's style too much when he goes into the title fight. If he does use an uppercut effectively.
Good combination by Lopez, who leaped at Tyrone Jackson.
We know Lopez starts out, as you said, he fights every minute of every round. Jackson seems to be asleep here. You better get off something.
And the chant of Tony from the crowd here in Lake Tahoe. We've talked about Teddy Atlas now in the corner of Tyrone Jackson. He's also the trainer for world champion Simon Brown. And Atlas also trying to make a difference in Jackson's defensive style. Jackson was strictly a one-arm puncher before Atlas joined forces and was not that interested in the defensive aspect of boxing.
Well, he's having an easy time with easy opponents. He's now in the big leagues, and you need a big league manager. To me, of trainer. One of the best new kids on the block is Teddy Atlas. We need fresh blood like that, and he's one of the best.
Just under 1 minute to go in this first round. It's scheduled for 12.
Question, what kind of mobility Jackson's got because of that brace. The brace was a basketball injury, had cartilage damage, but he didn't get it operated on. Right now, he looks like he's nailed to the canvas. He just doesn't have any mobility, standing straight up and down, nothing side to side. Apparently forgot everything that Teddy Atlas taught him.
And Jackson was slowed last year by the knee injury, not known for fast hands or fast feet, but says it does not bother him, and as you mentioned, did not have an operation.
Well, he'll have one in the long run. Those things just don't go away. Not a good first round for Tyrone Jackson, and a good one for Tony Lopez.
Little cow, please. Next turn. All right. You're doing good, Tom. You're doing good. Okay, take it. Got you all.
And here is the IBF Junior Lightweight Champion Tony Lopez out for round 2, meeting up with Tyrone Jackson. Looked to be on the sluggish side, looked to be a little confused in that opening round.
Frozen, I think, is what you're trying to say. I mean, he just wasn't letting go. He wasn't fighting with any kind of style. I think in the corner, Teddy Atlas revived him somewhat. He's come out a little bit stronger and looking like he's going to make a fight of it.
Other champions in the junior lightweight class, along with Lopez, Brian Mitchell, the WBA title holder, and Azuma Nelson of Ghana, the WBC junior lightweight champion. Lopez defending the IBF version here against Tyrone Jackson.
Lopez taking a chance, jabbing to the belly repetitively. That leaves himself wide open, and Jackson not even taking a chance, not even going for it.
Tony Lopez, who has trained in the past with Bobby Chacon and a great admirer of Chacon, taking one out of the Chacon playbook, and that is he leans forward with the head, giving the target to the opponent, and then tries to counter back, but he took a shot a moment ago from Jackson.
One of the few shots Jackson has landed so far in 2 rounds.
There goes Lopez again.
What a bad habit to be in. Of course, Bobby Chacon had worked for Bobby Chacon because he could take a tremendous punch. There's some question about the chin of Lopez, but I find it hard enough. He took everything Lockridge had to offer, and Lockridge can punch.
Well, that question did emerge as Lopez hit a higher level of competition. He hadn't been floored in his first 30 outings, but then he did go down in 2 of 3 bouts. And the one that raised the question was when he was put down by John Molina. Bertie, we talked earlier about the punching power of Tyrone Jackson, probably the toughest puncher in this division, but we have seen no evidence of that power. And here's Lopez countering on Jackson. seconds. Second round.
An example of a champion who's fighting his fight in his rhythm against a guy who can't figure out what to do with it. Look at all those punches rained on Jackson. Jackson could not figure out how to stop it. Now Jackson's out with everything he's got.
Tyrone Jackson attempting to pick up the pace here in the opening minute of round 3. Jackson in the red trunks, and the Tiger stripes being worn by Tony the Tiger Lopez.
Well, he better wake up. He's blown the first 2 rounds. This is for the title. And if he has superior punching power, he better start unleashing it, at least to the body, to wear down Tony Lopez. Tony, for his part, was supposed to go back to the ropes and lure Jackson in for that famous uppercut. His back has not touched the ropes yet. It's been Jackson into the ropes and getting pummeled.
And Lopez a bit more cautious than we've seen him in the past. Usually is constantly throwing punches.
He has not done badly, but he is aware of the punching power of Jackson. So far, Jackson has not found his rhythm. It's been Lopez dictating the pace of the fight, and he has been the ring general through these first 2 rounds.
And the crowd coming alive once again. That's Tony's mom, Rachel.
Solid body shot by Lopez to the midsection of Jackson with everything he had right at the solar plexus.
Coming up on 1 minute remaining in round 3. What does the fight doctor scorecard tell us?
So far, a shutout for Lopez, 20-18, and he's losing this round as Jackson. If he's waiting for that one punch, he may wait a long time.
Much action in round 3. Some posing, though, by Lopez. Oh! On to round 4. Marv Albert along with the fight doctor, Ferdy Pacheco. We are live from Lake Tahoe, Nevada. And Tony Lopez looking much faster than Tyrone Jackson. Seems to take a lot of time for Jackson to wind up and throw a punch.
He still looks frozen. He still looks like the crowd's getting to him. He still looks like he can't realize he's in here with a champion. He's not fighting loose. And that's the mark of what happens with a protected fighter. What do we mean by protected fighter? They give him all these easy fights to build his confidence. Does nothing for him, because when he really gets in there, he says, uh-oh, now can I fight? And this was a fighter that had most of his fights in Madison Square Garden and was given easy pickings.
Well, on the same subject, Lopez, during the earlier part of his career, fighting for the most part in Sacramento, was not going up against awesome opposition, but in recent times he has faced tougher competition.
And when he stepped up there, he got a big surprise, did Lopez. Right now, he's in control of this fight. He is the ring general. He's dictating what he wants to do with Jackson. Jackson has not come forth in an attack yet.
But in Jackson's case, one strong punch can turn things around. We have not seen any signs of that punch.
Again, all those relative things. One strong punch. Well, one strong punch against weak opposition may put you out, but what about one strong punch against a champion that's got a chin? That's a different proposition. I'm surprised that Atlas hadn't got him gambling more, coming in, trying to take the fight to the champion and get him off his timing. He's just letting Lopez be first, letting him dictate what he wants to do with him.
Jackson not able to connect with that chopping right hand. He's missed several times this fourth round.
He has said no holding. I didn't see any, but just in case. That was one of those just in case warnings. I tell you what, Lopez is getting very cocky. He's keeping that left hand very low. I mean, Atlas sees it in the corner if Jackson doesn't, so it's going to be interesting if he can just get this kid defrosted.
Good combination by Lopez. It has been his style to drop his hands, particularly after getting hit. Exciting, but very dangerous. Lopez getting in and then stepping out.
First good right hand by Jackson, and of course the old dippity-do by the champion, like making fun of it.
Come on, let's roll now.
The instructions from Teddy Atlas talking to Tyrone Jackson. Atlas also the trainer for IBF welterweight champion Simon Brown and the one-time trainer for Mike Tyson.
A good man who's just told him what we've been saying. This is for the championship. You're frozen to throw some punches. I want to see you go in with a left hook and follow with a right hand and then come back with another left hook. Of course, easier said than done, but that's exactly what Teddy Atlas got to do. Motivate him to come forth and take a chance.
We are on to round 5. Tony Lopez defending his title, 26 years old, from Sacramento, California, record of 32-1, 22 by knockout, going against the 28-year-old Tyrone Jackson from Brooklyn. Grew up in Harlem, record of 30-1, 25 by KO.
Now fighting much better is Jackson, going to the body and then up to the head. He's got to punish. He's got to penalize Lopez. He just can't let him go these rounds without hurting the body. Another thing Teddy Atlas said, don't punch and then just look at him. Stay in there and keep on punching. That's the mark of a young and inexperienced fighter. He puts in 2 good punches and just looks at him to see what effect it has. You got to keep right on working when you get inside.
Lopez succeeding with the jab here in round 5. We hit the halfway point.
Much better round for Jackson, though. He's leading a lot more. He's trying to make things happen. Before, he was just reacting to whatever Lopez did. Now he's trying to lead. He's trying to make the fight. Now, what What Atlas wants is a left hook after that right hand, which is the knockout punch that most people don't know about. After you've thrown your best right hand, come back with a hook.
Carlos Padilla telling both boxers to keep their punchers up.
That was a nice uppercut by Jackson one. Teddy Atlas said he'd taught him, but he did step back and look at him. He didn't keep punching. What do you make of the fact that Lopez has tiger trunks and leopard boots? You think it's a fashion statement of some kind?
And very expensive. The boots, I'm told, run in the area of $500. He says they're very lightweight. And he usually comes across with a brand new outfit for his title fights. So much for our fashion note for the day. Final seconds in this 5th round. Uppercut landed by Lopez.
Okay, seconds out.
No, those are not the shoes of the fight doctor. They belong to Tony Lopez, made of genuine leopard skin with thin rubber soles. His complete outfit cost $700, $500 for the shoes. But I think still trailing Nigel Benn, who came in with a $16,000 outfit when we did his bout in London several weeks ago.
It didn't do him any good. Watson paid $14.50 for his trunks and beat him.
This is round 6 with Tony Lopez looking to defend his IBF junior lightweight title against Tyrone Jackson.
Jackson doing much better that last round. But he's still behind on my scorecard, 49-46.
Scoring is on the 10-point must system, and it's handled by 3 judges, 2 from Nevada, 1 from Florida.
Lopez landing hard shots. Jackson without a return.
Applauds the spin move of Lopez. Jackson has not been able to use any muscle on Lopez, has not been able to put Lopez up against the ropes, which has been a successful tactic for him in previous bouts.
His problem is he can't cut that distance between them. He can't get there with a jab. The body shot's not doing it. And Lopez is not cooperating as we thought he would. Lopez seems to like to fight off the ropes, and he's not doing it this time. He has not been there once.
Jackson continues to have problems landing that chopping right hand.
His reflexes are just not as fast. He doesn't look as big. He doesn't look as strong. And right now, he doesn't look as fast or as sure as Tony Lopez, who's outspeeding him, outthinking him, and dictating his fight entirely. It looked like Jackson was going to come on after the last round, but he has not been able to put it together this round.
Good combination by Jackson, although Lopez disagreed. And Lopez now with some showboat tactics, trying to give the idea that the punches of Jackson had no effect.
Go back out this round. Go back to that left jab. Don't throw those long right hands. It's too dangerous. If he's away from you, hold that right hand. Stick with that jab, okay? No water. Stick him and move. Stick him and move. Hold that right hand and listen right there. Don't reach with it. That's how you got counted, okay?
Doing a good job, Clown.
All right,
Hey, set us up.
The words of Will Edgington in the corner of Tony Lopez. As we move on to the 7th round, it's scheduled for 12.
And in spite of that showboating at the very end of that round where Jackson landed a clean, good right hand, I gave that round to Lopez again. In order to take the title, you just got to look much more impressive than this. You got to come after him like you did just then. If he could fight a full minute like that, he would start to impress the judges. Wood Jackson. See, they look at each other for so long. A guy, it's just when you're going to get the title, you want to kick the guy and say, you first, while the guy's looking punch. And, of course, it's not working for Tyrone. He just keeps looking.
Put it up, Jackson.
Carlos Padilla telling Jackson to keep the punches up. Combination by Tony Lopez.
Lopez fighting a patient, steady, determined fight, but in all fairness, neither is he looking like he's trying to get Jackson out here at any second. He just looks like he's here for the duration.
Well, that may be tied into the fact that he does respect the punching power, or what he's seen of it in past fights. That's displayed by Tyrone Jackson. We are outdoors at Caesars Tahoe, Lake Tahoe, Nevada. You can see Jackson with 83% KO proficiency. 30 wins, 1 defeat, 25 by knockout.
So far, no injury to either fighter. Little red welt on the right brow of Lopez, but nothing that looks dangerous. Both men have experienced cutmen in Norm Lockwood and Al Gavin.
Crowd urging Lopez on as he was able to score with the combination.
And he got butted Lopez got butted going into that exchange. He pawed at his eye and looked at the referee, but no help from Padilla.
It for round 7.
More of the same, okay? Everything's working, man. We plan to work on it, okay? The crowd will get one. They'll be happy when they raise it.
Okay, seconds off. Hey!
capacity crowd, better than 7,000 here in Lake Tahoe. As we move on to round 8, it has not been the action bout that we saw earlier when Rocky Lockridge stopped young Mike Zena in the 8th round. Lopez getting the right hand in. And Lopez looking to accelerate the action.
He looks like he's got Jackson in a little bit of trouble. At the very least, he's got him intimidated. There goes that famous uppercut of Lopez, landed flush on Jackson.
Lopez able to triple up on the jab.
Big right hand by Lopez. Jackson's still there. And remember, he can be dangerous.
And Lopez now taunting Jackson, talking to him, and looking very confident.
Well, if ever Jackson should punch, it should be now. He's still just looking at him. He's got to get something off. He's got to hurt the body. He's got to do something to keep Lopez off him.
Good combination by Lopez. Jackson tried to tie him up, but could not.
Jackson in trouble. I went that uppercut again that he loved so much, says Lopez. Came within a hairbreadth of landing. Jackson's got to get something off. He just stands there looking at him, frozen. This is the inexperience we spoke of.
Oh, down goes Jackson. That's time remaining in this 8th round. Lopez putting Jackson down. 50 seconds to go in the round. Jackson trying to hold on.
He's not getting up.
Well, he does make it up. There's no 3 knockdown rule. Carlos Padilla satisfied, but Jackson is all right. Coming up with a half minute to go in this 8th round. Lopez coming out strong in the 8th. Padilla maybe looking to step in. Let's see. Jackson has nothing. We're down to 20 seconds to go in the round. It is all Lopez.
I don't know what Padilla's waiting for. There it is. That's it.
Tony Lopez stopping Tyrone Jackson in round 8 to successfully defend his IBF Junior lightweight title.
I really don't think they're throwing some cups with ice in. I really don't think that it was necessary, that 3rd knockdown. It seemed excessive, and at the very least, they should have stopped it when he was being pummeled in the corner. Right now, having a difficult time getting up and getting into a sitting position is Tyrone Jackson. I thought that was a bit needless. It was evident that he was out.
Bertie, we used the word frozen on several occasions in talking about Tyrone Jackson. He just looked scared.
Yeah, that's a synonymous word. It's when a guy with no experience, or little experience, I shouldn't say no experience, little experience, finally finds himself in a real fight and the guy's taking him apart. He just doesn't know what to do to get over that.
All right, a look back at the knockdowns as Lopez sets it up.
And it looked like it was a body shot again that got him down, a left hook. And twice today we've seen heavy body shots put a man down. That's a right hand, and you can see that Jackson had just about nothing left right there. Down he goes from combination again of 2 body shots. At that point, I thought it was all academic. He should not have gotten up. Padilla right in the action. I don't know what he needed to prove to him that he couldn't go any further, but whatever it was, he's got a great deal of patience.
And that is what concluded it for Tony Lopez. A successful 3rd title defense as he stopped Tyrone Jackson in round 8.
this fighter was frozen? Did you think Jackson was frozen in front of you the first 3 or 4 rounds? He seemed so cold.
Well, it was like, I just listened to what Will said. Will said when I go out there and box, you ain't gotta get in a slugfest no more because you're the champion. So,
what made you decide to go for the knockdown? You look like you just got into gear.
Well, it was like we didn't know what to expect, so we changed as the fight goes on. And so Will told me as the fight goes on, take it to about 7 or 8 rounds, then get on him. But if you hurt him, get on him. So I've seen him hurt, and I got on him.
Let's take a look at all 3 knockdowns. You'll see that the first one was a definite body shot. In fact, the first and the second were body shots.
Right.
What were your thoughts on it?
Well, I knew he was tired. I knew he was going. It's just a matter of taking my time and catching
All right, here's the second one. And again, a series of 2 body shots on it. There's a good right hand. He holds on to you. Now what? Left. And down he goes.
We've been practicing our body shots. A lot of help from my brother, my family, and Will.
Did you think he was going to get up, and did you think they should have allowed you to pummel him like that in the third knockdown?
Well, he's a strong fighter. There's not taking nothing away from him. He's the rated #1 in the world, and he deserves that chance to get up and keep fighting, which he rightfully deserved, and he did, and he did as best he can.
Did you think you'd have any problem beating the bell? You were very close to the bell.
I was kind of worrying about it, but I let it slide because I took my time and I didn't want to get wild and lose all my energy in 1 round.
In the final decision, did you miss Sacramento very much?
Definitely, but listen to you can't miss it too much when all these people from Sacramento are here. I got one more thing. This fight was for my dad for Father's Day.
Thank you, son. I love you very much.